So what's up, y'all? This is part 3 of Finding Purpose in Pain. We last ended off in about 6th or 7th grade. I do want to go back and dissect. In 6th grade, I went to the remember I told y'all I went to the regular regular middle school. Now, the only reason I'm going back here is because this part of the story plays off all the way into my sophomore year of college, okay? So in 6th grade, I met I lived in the I ain't gonna say I lived in the hood, but I lived in the shores. Shout out to the let me see what side of town that is. The north side. Shout out to the north side of Brunswick. I lived in the shore, so I went to Needwood. And if y'all figure out who this person is, y'all figure out. I have said from the beginning I would never say his name or even tell this story that will end up being told later on, because he has girls. He has daughters. And I don't want them to experience what I experienced, and I feel like they won't experience it if I don't say nothing. But I can't help it now. Like, we already here. But anyway, I met a nice young man, and he was so cute to me. And this is another part of why I want to tell the story, because I want y'all to see, like, I want y'all to give y'all children attention. I want y'all to give y'all daughters attention so that they don't go looking for it. Like, the first thing they see that look good, they just like, ah. So, I was a tall girl when I was I've always been tall. I've been taller than all my teachers. But I was a pretty tall girl. But if you look good, you look good. I used to like light-skinned men and all. You look good. So anyway, I was taller than this man and everything. But he was so cute to me. He was a complete hothead. He used to fight everybody. Like, he used to get in fights all the time. And that's the only way I knew him, because he got put out of school my 6th grade year, and I got sent to the early college. So I didn't see him no more. I knew who he was. And there was a story that he had beat a girl up that was supposed to be pregnant, beat the baby out of her in the yard and all this. And I knew all of this. And I was just like, he crazy. So anyway, that's 6th grade. Now, you remember this, y'all. Remember this now. This is 6th grade. And so we get to 7th grade. I'm at the private school. So from 8th to 10th grade, I'm pretty... At 8th to 9th grade, I'm still at the other school. I'm at the early college. I met some of the best professors of my life at that college. Professor Dr. Minister Brown, every coach, Coach Hickson, Miss Moore, like, oh my God, Miss Palmer. It's so many people. Dr. Fawn, what was her name? Fraudulent? I can't remember her name, but she passed. She had a really tall son. I could see her whole face. But yeah, I met some great professors that I still know, still talk to. They built me. Like, they Pastor Brown, I can hug her and I'm so much happier. But that's the God in her. That's her spiritual realm. That don't have nothing to do. But she brought her spiritual realm into that classroom every day. Like, she came in there protected. If you wasn't, she was finna wipe you up under her. You wasn't finna play. Like, you want she don't play with potential. She might play with you if she don't see nothing in you. But if she see something in you, she ain't gonna play with you. Sorry, small disclaimer. But from about 8th to 9th grade, I'm cool. Now, 9th grade, they closed the private school. The lady that started the school had already took the money and ran off. So we was only in there for the years that she had left enough to cover us. Because once they realized it was a bunch of black successful people, they cut that out. We was doing too much. And we was all black. We had a few Mexicans in there. Had a few of our white people. But we was up there eating. I'm talking about the school was eating basketball. Like, we was eating, and they couldn't do that. They gave us too much, and we was swinging, so they had to cut that down. What park ranger? But after that, we get to about my 10th grade, and my mom starts working at a elementary school. I don't remember what her title was, but she got, now y'all, this a real credit. Y'all, this my story right here. Now this is my story. This is my truth, and this hurt. Like, this still hurts. So I don't want y'all to think I'm just out here just running this story out. Like, I got this list to keep myself focused because it's a lot. But she started working with the parents. She was like a parent involvement coordinator. She was a parent involvement coordinator. So she had to pretty much, like, make sure the parents stayed involved. She coordinated the parents being involved. Cool. So she met a family that she became attached to. And she she didn't bring the family and the attachment to me. Not saying she had to, but I had met these people. And she brought them to church, the whole gang. It was a girl, her oldest daughter, She had another son, but he was in Miami. Her oldest daughter, a little boy, a little girl, and was pregnant with a little girl. So that's 5 kids. Already, that's 5 kids. And she brought them to church. I turned around and she's like, this is the family I brought for Visitors Day. They're from my elementary school. And I'm just like, who the hell are all these people? She had a little skinny little baby. They had some big eyes. Hell going crazy. Boom. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she's like, Kylie, you gonna take them home? I'm like, all right, cool. I take them home. So then, like, my mama did hair. So then the girl is she at the hair salon getting her hair done. I said, okay, all right, cool. She's doing curls, all kind of stuff. All right, cool. But my mama don't realize I'm starting to feel some type of way because it's like, bro, you don't pay me no attention and you birthed me. How you got so much free time for somebody with 5 children? But cool. And then you making me responsible. Like, you putting me, oh, you pick them up for Sunday school and you take them churn. And you know you good with churn. So you get the churn and you, and she need the, and so it became, now, a rip. I love kids. And I've never told this story. The only person that knows this full out story is Deja and Quasia. But, I love kids. So cool. The little girl she had, she don't want to admit this, and I swear to Jesus know that if there's any part of me that's not healed, it's how I want to beat on this lady. The lady that I have to speak on right now. Anyway, the little girl was malnutrition, and I want her to ever say she wasn't. She did not know the proper amount of scoops of milk to go to water. So she was giving her, ain't it 2 scoops for every 2 ounces? Let me see. A scoop for every 2 ounces. So a baby got 6 ounces of milk, you give him 3 scoops. She was giving the little girl 1 scoop of milk for about 6 ounces. So that's why I said she had big eyes and a very small body. She was malnutrition. She wasn't giving her she was still giving her bottles and not giving her actual food, and she was like 6-7 months. So I asked, could I get her? Like, I'll keep her. She can stay the night with us. Like, no, because you're not doing right. Like, I could see you not doing right. I'm 15, 16 years old, and I see a malnutrition kid. And then you got all these kids, and she's whooping their ass. I ain't cussed this whole thing. When I tell y'all she's Haitian and she was whooping them like a Haitian, children, like 5, 6, 7 years old. Like, she's beating they behind. I'm talking about, like, whoo, I'm talking about whooping them. Like, to the point that they jump, like, they real deal jump, like, I'm talking about hitting the Missy Elliott on these folks. Like, the kids was jumpy. Like, when I tell you, it took the strength of God to get her to stop beating on them children as bad as she was, and she really never stopped. But she was beating them kids, like beating them. So, mind you, she's still pregnant here now. There's some point of the story where we had her, and I didn't want her to go back over there. Like, you could tell like, you know how kids see you and they jump. Like, the little girl's not big enough to jump at nobody. She shouldn't be aware enough to know that she don't want to be around here. Like, get me out of here. Like, she's like, please. Like, I'm talking about, you see a little girl kick, scream, be happy to go. So when I say Lola literally was my entire life, Lola went to basketball games with me. Lola went to football games with me. Lola went to her first basketball game. I bought her snakeskin Jordans. Like, don't play. When I tell you my checks went to Lola clothes. Lola was dressed like a doll every single Sunday. She went to Sunday school. She went to regular church. We went to after church. That was my kid. Like, y'all, when I said that's my kid, that was my kid. I raised that little girl. I promise to God I did. My school schedule was altered around picking her up. I dropped her off at daycare every day. I picked her up from daycare every single day. While I'm still in high school. I was still in high school. We had Lola going up into me being in college. Now, the disconnect is we got Lola, but it started processing that, like, okay, cool, I'm you know, like, my mama giving all this attention, and she's showing so much love, and it's like, what am I doing wrong? Like, where am I wrong at here? Like, why am I not enough? Like, why she couldn't do that for me? Like, me and Lola's mama got into an argument, and this is when it hit me, and I was ready to not be here again. Whenever I wrote those letters to my mama when I was a little girl, I didn't want to be here. And meaning I wanted to unalive myself. Like, I had them thoughts like, you don't belong here. You're not supposed to be here. Like, take yourself away from here because they're not going to miss you. And I kept telling my mama that. But that's why she took me to the pastor thinking I had demons on me. But it's like, no, like, make me feel appreciated. Like, everything you showing them folks, like, show me. Like, dang, what did I do wrong? Like, where did I go wrong as a kid that you don't? Like, my mama would tell anybody. She wanted a little girl so bad. So it was just like, bruh, you got your little girl. The whole world will tell you I'm an amazing person. Like, I'm an amazing person. Like, I done stayed with my teachers before. Like, not live with, but then stayed weekend with my, I'm telling you, like, I'm real deal checking off. Like, okay, responsible, do homework. Like, I'm an A+ student. Where did I go wrong? So me and Lola mama got into it, and I'm trying to explain to my mama what happened, because the girl really flipped out on me. And this, I'm not one of them people who don't take blame. If I did something wrong, I say I did something wrong. The girl flipped out on me and wanted to fight me while she was pregnant. And I'm 15, 16 years old. So when I'm telling my mama what's going on, you're supposed to defend me. Like, you supposed to tell me, like, you got me and you see where I'm coming from. Like, I'm not wrong, and I shouldn't be arguing with no grown woman, right? But you don't see that. You see me being disrespectful to somebody who's 4 years older than me. Like, she was a grown woman because she had put herself in the predicament to be a grown woman. Me and that girl 4-5 years apart. Like, you had them kids that made you a mama at this teenage age. Like, I think she might have been 20, 21 when I was 15. Bro, we okay, you an adult, but you right here with me. You not, Shawty was disrespectful. Shawty was slamming my car door. Like, I was picking up her and her kids every day after school. I got out of school and I went to be a helper. No gas money. If I had to miss work, I missed work. Because she needed help. And my mama made that my job. Because my mama gave me my car, my brother gave me my car. My brother gave my mama the car. And she got another car as a blessing. Somebody literally gave her a car for $1. $1. She got a green Honda for $1. She only paid $1 for it because she told the lady she didn't want to give her nothing. The lady said, okay, give me $1. But anyway, so she said, because I gave you that car, you have to do what I tell you to do, not what you want to do. Even though I'm the person who got to keep this car running. When the radiator got a hole in it, I had to get it fixed. When the power steering went out, I had to get it fixed. Anyway, cool. This is not that. So, but I'm telling my mama, like, what's going on? Like, nah, mama, she slammed my car door and she was going off on me and cussing me out. And your kid is telling you this. So it's like, you don't have no defense for me. Like, you not taking up for me. You taking up for this girl. You don't even know this girl. Like, you don't know her. You do not know this girl. And I'm telling you who she is, and you telling me I need to stay in a child's place. And I think I'm grown. And I talk too much. And I got an attitude. And I'm doing too much. So again, I stopped talking. And but I felt like, okay, cool, I'm not supposed to be here. But the only thing that kept me feeling like, I'm supposed to be here is I'm changing Lola's life. Like, Lola life is her life was completely different than all of her brothers and sisters to this day. To this day, her mama was shocked at the birthday parties. When I say she had a smash cake, we had different outfits. We had different bows and different socks with the I did that. I ain't gonna say 100% out of my pocket, because my mama was very, very, oh, for Lola, we here. Oh, Lola. Like, Lola was the kid. Me and my nieces could tell you I raised Lola. My mama might have, helped, but I cooked, I cleaned, I did all that. I did that. I raised that little girl, potty training, teaching her. I could show, there's video proof on my Instagram that I've just archived the videos because that shit hurt. It hurt. So it's not something I'm just trying to go back and see, but literally teaching her eyes, ears, nose, teaching her how to count, potty training. I taught her all of that. So the moment of it all coming down, the summer, and this This is a very interesting part of the story, okay? And this is why I tell people to pay attention to their children, right? So the summer of my 11th grade year, Lola mama, I think she either took them back to Miami or they went to go visit Miami or something. So this is my 11th grade year. And I'm still like, I done poured everything into Lola. And her mama took her, so she didn't take her away, but she took her, so it's like, cool, I'm just out here. Like, I you know how you got so much love to give and it's like somebody come grab it. So for Christmas, they had a thing called pen pals. And I said, I'm going to write the prisoners and I'm going to make them feel special. They're going to have a great Christmas and I'm going to let them know I love them. And so because I'm nosy, somehow I had a way of knowing the Glenn County inmate sheet. Now remind y'all, I told you there was a boy in 6th grade that was real cute to me. I was taller than him and everything, but he was fine. Y'all, he was locked up. I said, oh, snap. This is so crazy to tell because I ain't never told this story. But I said, oh, snap. You locked up. Oh, you got to be the first one to feel special. Merry Christmas. Boom. Literally sent this man. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I had somebody else that was in there too. One of the boys that I went to I went to middle school with, he went to jail for killing his stepdaddy for hitting his mama. And me and him was talking when he got locked up. Like, when he went to jail, me and him were talking. We were literally talking. Like, I was taking my mama car sneaking to see him and everything. Like, we was talking and this man spazzed out. His stepdaddy put his hands on his mama and he beat his head into the ground. At first, the man was still alive. Then he went to jail. Then he died all the way. So he had to go to prison. My boy's still in prison. It's free you till it's backwards. Y'all, that man, this is a small disclaimer. That man cussed me out because he sold his last honey bun to talk to me and I couldn't send him no money. I was in college. Anyway, back to high school. So I said, oh, I'm going to let you know first. Like, I'm going to make sure you have a Merry Christmas. So, wrote the man, when he got out of prison, my 11th grade year, he messaged me, not prison, jail. He messaged me on Facebook and he was just like, I really fuck with you. Like, sorry for cussing, but I'm really, I really like you. Like, you real sweet. Like, I really appreciate that. Like, cool. So we built a friendship off of me being needy. Like, me wanting somebody to talk to, me needing somebody to talk to, me needing somebody to be like, hey, yeah, thank you for being here. Like, I wanted to be needed so bad. Like, I needed somebody to need me. Like, please, like, that's how it was. And that's why I say I need to tell this story, because I need people to understand when you real deal looking for stuff that you don't need, you will put your, like, I ain't never think I'd be able to come to a point where I say I put myself in a situation for this to happen. I never thought I would put myself in that mind state. Like, I never thought I would get that clarity. Like, if you wasn't looking for this, or if you had that as a child, you wouldn't have been looking for this. You wouldn't even been looking for that. So, when he got out, it's like we best friends. Like, we cool. Like, we that. We hey, I ain't got nobody to talk to anyway, so well, whatever, bro. Like, whatever. Hey, what's up, my boy? You good? Like, he cared about me checking on him. So it was like, okay, cool. Somebody value me. Somebody got it. Somebody sees that I'm a sweetheart and want to talk to me all day. So I ain't worried about nobody else. Like, I'm not. Cool. So that was a terrible place in life to be, because I was there for him when he didn't have nobody. So, well, not even when he didn't have nobody, but I was there for him. And so when it was time for me to not be there, it became a problem. And that's how we're going to start our next story. Okay? Thank y'all for tuning in and watching this far. It has gotten pretty spicy and we are only at part 2. Part 2? Like we're only this is part 2 of the actual story. Part 3 of the term. I mean of the finding purpose in pain. So I thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you share this video, like, comment, subscribe for more story time. If you want to have me explain any more parts of this story that I've told, I will. Excuse me. Sorry for burping. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.